Hey guys, Dave Northeast Edible. Today we're planting gooseberries and currants. And I just wanted to show you kind of the how-tos and a couple things to consider when you're planting gooseberries specifically. You can see we got some plants over there about to go on the ground, and I'll take you through ones we just planted. It's a gooseberry there. We got some currants here, and then that spot there, a couple more spots over there. So gooseberries specifically, they like afternoon shade. In New Jersey here, we're in the Northeast, so zone 6B, 6A cusp. They do like the afternoon shade, especially in the late summer. So generally you get a harvest of gooseberries, you're looking around July in this area. But then when it gets to be the real hot weather of August, they really appreciate the afternoon shade. So right now we're almost midday here, and we're just getting into the shade. You can see over there we've got sun. You can see that big maple there has basically sun's right over top of it, so you can see the shadow there. But we're just in the shade here with that currant, or with that gooseberry there, and these guys right here and here are still in the sun. They should be in the shade in another hour or so. So they're gonna get most of the afternoon in shade. So I'll take you through my thought process here from start to finish. You can see this spot here. It's really, I just started. I cut the sod with that little sod cutter. It's just a manual sod cutter. You just use your foot to cut a swath of sod. You can see that sod right in there. I'm actually going to plant that in another location so you can multi-purpose it. So I got a nice big hole there that I cut some sod. Grass will most likely creep up in there, but I'll show you how I manage that a little bit. And I used to use wood chips. You can see all those wood chips over there. I'm not going to use wood chips in this location. I'm going to use grass clippings, just old grass clippings that are right in that trailer there. Just make sure when you're using grass clippings, make sure they don't have a ton of seed heads on them. If you let them get a little too long, there could be some seedy, and you're just basically seeding grass in that spot. You just cut out the sod. So think about that. So next step is we'll dig our planting hole. You can see these are pink champagne currants. There's 2 plants in that pot there, but I'm going to plant one of these in that hole. You can see the soil is super dry right now. We're not doing it. We're a little late in the season to be planting, but we're going to make sure we just water it in real thoroughly with that water there. So we're going to take that pot out, divide those 2 plants. You can see they even have little berries on these guys right now. So we'll throw it right in that pot there. We're going to mix some of that native soil in there and then some of the soil from the pot and cover it back up. So you can see these guys right here. That's a red lake currant, and so is this guy here. But you can see that's basically just what I did. Put the soil back in there, stepped on it, watered it in real nice. So those are pretty good there. So my next step after that is I come over to here, and you can see those grass clippings right around the plant. That's going to help with soil or moisture retention in the soil, and it's going to help a little bit with the weeds, not a crazy amount, but yeah, that's going to help definitely keep a little moisture in the soil. Bare soil will just dry out super quick, so you want to always add a little mulch. In this case we're using the grass clippings. And then so same thing with this over here. I'll water these in probably twice a week for the foreseeable future, unless we don't get some nice steady rains. So that's that. And then spacing. I'm spacing these about 6 to 7 feet apart. They'll get pretty big at maturity. They'll spread a little bit. They send up new shoots every year. But in theory, I'm going to try to use my lawnmower. You can see that old thing over there. I'm going to try to cut right in between here. So I space these out at 6 feet, 6 to 7 feet. That has a 50-inch cutting deck. So I'll try to cut right through here with the lawnmower, and if I need to, I'll get in with the weed whacker. But just give you a thought of how to plant your currants, how to plant your gooseberries. Think about afternoon shade, think about spacing as far as plants at maturity. These are just little sticks right now, but they will get big. They will send out multiple shoots, and they'll spread a little bit. So think about how to maintain it once it gets a little big, 1, 2, 5 years down the road, and that'll help you out going forward. At our last house, we put a couple gooseberries a little close together. They ran together and it was hard to pick, so we spaced these out a little bit better, and hopefully it makes it easier to pick and easier to maintain. So Dave, Northeast Edible, have any questions about gooseberries or currants, any other berry plants like that, shoot us an email, subscribe to our YouTube channel, email list on the website northeastediblenursery.com, and you guys have a great day.